Hey, this is Jeff with the Watching Ready YouTube channel and Facebook, Community Preppers. I wanted to talk about what happens in the human mind if you could theorize the stages of things that would happen once a collapse, shit hits the fan, happens. What happens to an individual's thinking? I'd say for the first week of shit hitting the fan, people would be contracted, withdrawn from society. They would kind of be looking out their windows and trying to assess their situation, see maybe what's going on across the street, if there's people ransacking. So I see that in the first week. Second week, I would say people are probably starting to worry about, and this is for the people that are bugging in. The second week, people would start worrying about going outside and starting to gather food and water to drink. That would be logical thinking, wouldn't it? But then you have the other side of the situation of all the people that haven't had anything stocked up or anything stored or any type of support, and they're the ones running the street, and they're the ones that are causing chaos, and they're out to get what's theirs, supposedly. I see in the second to third week of shit hitting the fan, logical thinking has went out the window for people that are just running the street. The people inside are still, guarding their own and trying to keep to themselves and not trying to draw any attention to themselves, hunkering down and not trying to do much outside the house until things are brought back to order by law enforcement and military. But I don't see law enforcement and military getting in on the game that early in trying to stabilize communities. For one, while things are going to hell and the stores aren't transporting goods to the shelves and money's no good, I don't see a whole lot of people just going out and trying to straighten things out and try to get to where there's an even balance in the communities, in the cities and towns you live in. But again, I could see people totally losing their mind, their thoughts of how to be actually functioning in a community as they were before the collapse, before shit hitting the fan. The people that are out and about will become more animal-like and operating in packs like dogs. 10, 15, 20 people out scurrying around for food, water, guns, ammo, place to sleep. The human mind will probably lay to rest all of the stabilized thinking of it'll just come on down to just straight survival and I'm going to take care of me attitude. Now the ones that were kept in their house to let all hell break loose and not do anything because they did have food, supplies, guns, ammo, will soon emerge from their homes. They got to. I mean, they got to find a means of food and water and sustainment. So all these things that are slowly to come, I mean, are all these people going to be like Charles Manson or Bundy or just out slashing, murdering without a thought or cause? I think so. I think it's very likely to be done because lawlessness is just going to be part of the makeup at that point. So all the tools you have now, truck, car, chainsaws, anything that runs off of gas and oil and that help us get jobs done is easier to get done right now instead of waiting until shit hits the fan and then you run out of fuel and you run out of oil and things are more accessible right now to help you complete your bug in, bug out situation. So think about that for a little while. I mean, because once you leave your home, you're leaving everything open to whatever's happening outside your home. And I think it'll be a dangerous, dangerous time. Again, law enforcement ain't going to be there. They're going to be at home protecting theirs because they ain't going to be making a paycheck either during that time. If you're not making a paycheck, you're not going to show up to work, right? No. So a lot of people will not be able to pay their rent. Whether that'll be a factor or not, people, will still try to run things on a cash basis. But I don't know. Tell me what you think. Put some comments down below. Let me know what you think a shit hits the fan scenario would look like, in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. All right, this is Jeff signing off and hoping you all have a safe prepping weekend. into the next week. We all had a good weekend. We all enjoyed our Memorial Day weekend. But as soon as the weekend's over, bad things start to happen again right after the weekend. Kind of funny how that works, isn't it? Even in the news, everything kind of calms down during a holiday, and then right after, boom, everything fucking just falls apart. And that's what we're seeing in the world. Things falling apart. Achieving the best lifestyle after the fact that things fell apart is a big deal. Having things ready on the go, just in case things are too hot and heavy, you have to get away. You have to have a means of some kind of transportation to get out, move on. Quad runner, horseback, maybe you got plenty of fuel stored up that you can keep your car running for a couple 100,000 miles. You know, think about it. Put it together. That way, when hard times come, you're ahead of the game. People look at you and be like, man, he ain't got nothing to worry about. And that's where you want to be. They say to get everything that you possibly will ever need during a shit hits the fan scenario would probably take you 10 years. So if I've been prepping for 7, I got 3 more years of things I could probably put together. And that's just people slowly putting things together. I mean, you could go out and just like your grocery shopping if your finances allow you, and buy everything up in one night. But a lot of people's finances are not allowing them to do that. Anyway, this is Jeff, watching Ready, and Preppers Community Facebook. Stay alert. Keep watch in your communities, in your neighborhood, city and town, making sure and watching what is going on to keep on point on when this thing will hit and bust, because it's for sure coming, for sure. And experts are definitely saying this year. We're saying experts, not somebody like your neighbor that wants to theorize that the aliens are coming or something like that. Experts, ex-CIA, Wall Street, people like that are saying we're just so close to the edge of everything exploding, and then we're going to have one hell of a mess to deal with, and society will not function the way it did before shit hits the fan. We all know this, right? So get it together now while the tools are available for you to have easy access to accomplish your goals, your mindset of how things should be when shit hits the fan. All right, have a good weekend, folks.